Good morning, everybody. So today I am making cranberry orange scones. So I'm just getting ready to zest my orange here. I'm going to zest this entire orange. I've wanted to make scones for quite a while, and I've just never attempted them. Today's the day. This recipe is super easy, and I think will go super well. I preheated my oven to 425, and I pulled out my baking sheet and have parchment paper on it. I prepared. So let me finish zesting this orange here, and then we'll get started with the rest. This is a pretty big orange, so I'm going to zest the rest of it off camera here. Okay, so I just finished zesting the orange. Now let's, I don't know if this is even going to fit in there. It might not even fit. So we're going to juice the orange. Sorry. I think I'm going to try and cut it in quarters. Maybe that'll help. So I'm going to do it right into this bowl. Oh yeah, that worked way better. I wasn't sure if that was going to work. I'm just doing the prep stuff here, and then we can just put it all together. Some nice fresh orange juice in the mix. This was a pretty big orange. I think I only need 2 to 3 tablespoons of orange juice, so I might only do a few of these and then eat the rest. So I've really wanted to try this recipe. And in the next video that I post for you guys, I'm going to be making some cranberry sauce. So I had bought fresh cranberries, so I figured this would be the perfect time to make this recipe. Okay. I am going to leave these other 2. I'll snack on these later. Wipe up the juice here. Okay, let me just put these in the garbage and then we'll start. Okay, so I'm just going to set these off to the side here. Okay, so we need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You can hear my kitty. Leveling them off here. I'm putting them directly into my bowl. You can make this in a food processor, but I wanted to do this one by hand. It does recommend that you do it by hand and just use a pastry cutter. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Tablespoon. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm putting all the dry ingredients in first. Okay, and now we need to put the butter in. So I'm just going to mix this up a little bit with my knife here. Okay. So we need 5 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to roughly do this here. 1, 2. This is chilled butter, by the way. 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to use my pastry cutter. This would probably be faster in the food processor. Let me give you a close-up look at what I'm doing here. So I'm just chopping up the butter until it's the size of a pea. You can do this, if you don't have a pastry cutter, you can do this with 2 knives as well. I've also even done it with just my hands. I think we're almost there. It looks like it's getting close. So this dough is supposed to be quite sticky, so be prepared for that. There, I think we're there. Look like about the size of peas. Need to add half the orange zest. We're only doing half. The other half goes in the orange glaze that goes on top of the scones after they're cooked. Let me use a pastry cutter, get it in there nice. Mix it all up. Oh, the smell of orange is so nice. Okay, we'll save that one. Okay, now we need some cranberries. We need, let's see here, 1.5 cups of cranberries. It says you can use fresh or dried. We're going to use fresh. About 1.5. Mix them up. You want to coat the berries so that they don't fall to the bottom of the mixture here, but I don't think they will. It's more of a dough, not really like a cake or anything. Okay, now we need to add the heavy cream. 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm just going to pour in a tiny bit of the orange juice to give it a little bit of flavor. And then it says to mix it with a fork or a spatula. The dough is supposed to be quite sticky. It doesn't look too sticky. Okay, let's dump this out and shape the scones. I almost forgot the sugar. That would have been tragic. So we need about 1/4 cup of sugar. About 1/4 cup. That would have been so bad. Don't know how I almost forgot that, especially with the cranberries and how tart they are. Okay. So I'm just going to sprinkle some flour on the counter here. Dump the mixture. It doesn't look that sticky. Maybe I'm supposed to add more liquid to this. We'll see once I combine it here. I think it probably needs more liquid. Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit more heavy cream. Just give me 1 second here. Just add a little bit here. There we go. I think that's a little better. I think these are going to be delicious. This orange smell is infectious. It smells so good. Yep, I think this is right. This looks more like what the recipe says now. I don't think you want it too dry. Otherwise, when it's baked, they're going to be really dry. And you do not want them too dry. You can see the orange. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but you can see the orange zest all through the dough. Let me give you a close-up because it looks really pretty. You see all the orange zest? Looks really nice. Okay, so I'm supposed to cut this in half. And then I'm supposed to form a circle. And then cut each circle into 4 pieces. That looks good. Like that. And I'm going to pull my baking sheet out. My pan is stained. I stained it the first use I used it for. So I always put parchment paper on it. Okay, let's do the second one. Same thing. Turn it into a ball. These smell so good, oh my gosh. Okay, and then cut it into 4. Like that. And then we're going to bake these. Okay, so now I'm going to put these in the oven and bake them at 425 for 13 minutes. And I'll show you when they come out of the oven here. I have them on the bottom rack here. Ooh, this is really hot. So I'll be right back once those are done and we'll make the glaze. Okay, so the timer just went off. Let's check. They're supposed to be a light golden brown. I think I'm going to give them a couple more minutes. Actually, let's wait. Hold on. I think I'm going to give them, no, because the ones at the back there are turning dark brown on the bottom. I think I'm going to take them out. So let's take them out and get ready to make the glaze. Actually, now that they're out of the oven, they actually look pretty good. You can see the golden brown parts right in here. This is the ones that I was a little concerned. Yeah, they're a little bit dark on those side. Those are the ones that were at the back. Otherwise, I think they look good. They're nice and soft and moist. Okay, let's make the glaze. Okay, for the glaze, we need about 2 to 3 teaspoons, or tablespoons, pardon me, of orange juice, which we've got. We need the rest of the zest, which is about 1.5 teaspoons approximately. Okay, and some powdered sugar. It says 1 to 1.5 cups. So this is a half cup measure. We'll do this at half a cup increments here. Oh, this is going to be very flavorful. I can tell already. Okay, let's add another half cup here. It's nice and orange color. The smell, whew, the smell is so nice. You can see the bits of orange zest in there. Looks good. Okay, another half a cup. Oh, the smell is so good. I am so curious to try this. I think it's going to be delicious. Okay, I think that's the right consistency. Yeah. So let's put this away. And then let's put these on the scones. Okay, so I'm just going to do this right from the container. In the recipe it says you can use a piping bag, but I don't think it needs to be that intricate. So let's see here. I'm going to be a little generous with this, just because I know the cranberries are quite tart. Oh my gosh, that looks delicious. Just doing a little zigzag pattern here. Probably didn't need this much glaze. This is a lot of glaze. I think these would be great as a breakfast for Christmas morning. That looks so good. Yeah, there's a lot of glaze left over. I don't want to use all of it just because that's a lot of sugar, but add a little bit more. There. Okay, let's taste these. Okay. I'm just going to break off a piece of one here. They're nice and moist on the inside. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, let's taste. Very hot. Taste a piece with the glaze on it. Mmm. That's good. I'm so happy I made these. These are really, really delicious. Mmm. These would be perfect for a Christmas morning breakfast. They're not actually, the orange icing actually is not very sweet. I expected it to be really sweet, but it's not. This is delicious. Highly recommend making them. So guys, this is where I'm going to end the video for today. Thank you for subscribing and watching my channel. and I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.